Good morning, lovely people, and happy 2025. So I disappeared towards the end of last year, lots going on. My mum's got really bad health. I did carry on crafting, but I just didn't film anything. And I do have quite a few things that I started last year that I didn't finish. So I've got quite a few works in progress. They may get finished, they may not. But I did start, I was watching Kylie Koo because she's really one of my faves. And she's making a paper scroll. She made a accordion book last year, which was stunning. So she did a page for every week, 52 weeks, yeah. I was getting confused then. I was thinking, was it a page a day? That would have been very long. But it was beautiful. And she's doing something similar this year, but she's doing like a scroll. And I thought, oh God, I had in my mind about a scroll, a fabric scroll. So I cut a length of calico. I think it's 2 meters. Yeah, I bought a piece of calico that was 2 meters. So I just did a little cut in it and ripped it. And so I've got a 2 meter part. That might end up becoming 4 meters. I've no idea. So I thought I'd show you what I've done so far. And it did start off actually with a little circle. So I got a bit of felt. I'm not prepared for this video, but it is the first of the year and I did have to stop last year. So I've got these little tiny felt squares. They're quite small. Don't know how small they are actually. Haven't got a ruler to measure, but and I used my die cuts and I cut a circle. So I had this circle and I'd cut 2 bits of felt, and then I did lots, I cut holes in it, and then I stitched around the edges, and then I just added loads, and then I stuck fabric, which is jelly print fabric. Don't know whether you're going to get to see, it's got like little bits of paint on, together. And then I had this circle and I thought, oh, I'm going to make a scroll. So I cut the fabric, like I said, and I've started to work on this. I've got some Tyvek. I've done holes in the calico and stitched round. I've got wrapped threads. That's another bit of the fabric that I'd used to mop up my jelly plate. I've got obviously stitching. I've added a few beads there, but I've realised that I'm going to add beads at the very last minute. So I will add beads and maybe Fimo pieces, polymer clay pieces, but it'll be at the end. And then I've used like circles from the die cuts. There's another one there that I've got holes in. I've put fabric behind. I've done some felting. Yeah, that's all felted. Again, another piece of Tyvek. Then another circle there, and I've got 2. I've got a brown one and a blue one, and I've cut holes in some, not in that. I've cut one hole, but I haven't cut a hole underneath, whereas these 2 I've cut a hole in the brown and then a hole, so that's the hole in the brown going around there, and then that's the hole in the blue and brown and then the blue. Fabric behind. This is a piece of Luchador, so it feels, oh actually, was that Luchador? Do you know what? That is not Luchador. That is a piece of organza that I've used heat on, I think. I've got some muslin underneath, muslin. I've obviously got, I'm the circle thing is happening, but then I've done some squares as well, but I'm enjoying the circle thing. I've got wrapped fabric again, more stitching. I've got organza bits underneath things and on top of things. Yeah, and I decided that what I'm going to do is use all the offcuts of when I use my die cuts. So if I've cut out the circles, I'm going to use the circles on it. If I've cut a square, I'd use the edge. If I've cut like the circle in the middle. So this bit here, this grey piece, is where I'd cut a circle out. And that's like a square, you know, obviously the edge of one of these and the circle's in there. So I've got that edge, the frame. And I'm using those because this is going to be a non-waste thing. So it'll be using scraps and pieces, odd pieces, and then obviously some sewing and slow stitching on it and stuff like that. So that's like a square one, a full square. And then I've cut out circle and a square and a circle and a square. So that's that little circle there. I've got some more needle felting, some of the circles from this piece, that's obviously the frame. Yeah, and I'm here. So I've done some slow stitching, some sort of, not really seed stitches, but I suppose similar. And then I've obviously got my bullion, my extra long bullions, my cast on bullions. Yeah, and this is a lovely piece of fabric that I dyed was it last year? Might have been the year before. So it's got rusty pieces on, and I've got quite a bit of that. And I keep thinking, oh, I must use that, I must do something with it. So I'm not sure. I might use a lot of it in this scroll as I go along. I'm not sure. But I just thought it was nice to do like a brown one, and I put quite a few holes in that one, and then you could see the stuff, the fabric underneath through the holes. So I quite liked that. That again is another edge piece, a frame piece, which is the other half of that. And then I think that the blue underneath there is the actual circle I cut out. So that's where I've got. I've obviously got another whole load of this. I have a lovely large bobbin reel. Cannot find it. So that was my thought of this, that I was going to put it on that bobbin, but at the minute I cannot find it at all. Oh, I did do some scribbling with some, I think it was there, that green. That's a pen, and was it acrylic marker? It's not acrylic marker. I can't remember what it is, but I did some scribbling on it. So I'll do more of that. So it's going to be very, very mixed media. So and if I get to the end of it before the end of the year, then I'm just going to cut another piece of calico, or rip another piece of calico, and just stitch it together. Because this is what I've done so far. And I've done quite a lot, because I do get quite immersed when I'm doing something or start something. Oh, I tell you what else I've got on here. I've got some lovely metal, what's it called? Gold work. Although these are green, because gold work comes in all different colours. So I've got some gold work, and I've got some soutache on it. I bought Soutache to do some other stuff with, and I've never used it, and I don't really think I will use it. So again, I thought that's fine. I will use it on the scroll. So there'll be like things on here that are sitting in my stash that possibly are never going to get used for what I had in mind at the time. Yeah, so that's what I've done so far. Sorry I've been gone for so long, but I think that's just going to be how it is. My camera stand broke anyway, so I couldn't film until I bought a new one. Didn't have the funds to buy a new one, so managed to get one just sort of before Christmas, part of a Christmas present-y thing. And the other thing is I got a lot of family stuff. I live with my elderly parents and they are both not really in great health, so it's very difficult. The other thing I've done is I've started another YouTube channel, which I'm going to, it's still going to be craft art stuff, but it's actually tied to my spiritual practice, because it's very difficult. Obviously, some of my spiritual art, my art witchery, is not really something that a lot of people would be interested in unless they're interested in that. So I thought it might be better if I start a new channel, and I just so it's Crowfire Art Witchery. I haven't done a video yet, but I set that up the other day. I thought that will be good because I can just do my sort of normal mixed media stuff on here that is every day that a lot of people can look at, and then my art witchery can be for my art witchery friends, people that are into art witchery, people that are into to the spiritual art work stuff. And I thought that'd be easier, other than it's another channel to look after. So that's my third channel. So I've got this one, Crowfire Soul Crafting from the Soul. Then I've got Crowfire Talk, which is my spiritual channel, and then Crowfire Art Witchery, which will be more connected to my spiritual practice, my art that is specific. I mean, this is from my heart and soul, but it isn't really connected to my practice. It is slightly different. I could do a scroll like this that would maybe have my runes in it, maybe something to do with earth, air, fire, water, directions, spring, summer, autumn, that are specific to my practice. And like I said, I think that's more niche and not necessarily what you will tune in for. Some of you probably do, but then you can go over to Crowfire Art Witchery. Anyway, I'm going to go. I do apologise for not being around, but it could happen again. I could do this video and then not be able to do another one for weeks. Hopefully not. And I will see you in the next one. Love and blessings. Happy New Year to everyone. It's the Chinese New Year tomorrow of the wood snake, so that's exciting. That for me is the new year, and that's how I work with my practice. So the first new moon of the year is how the Chinese work. It's the lunar, they work with the lunar. So the first new moon of the lunar year, that's why the Chinese New Year changes dates. And that's sort of more how I feel. I don't really work with the normal new year. I wait till the new moon and then start my year. So I thought you'd like to see this. I'll probably do some on camera, but it's very difficult for me to sit here and sew on camera. It's really difficult. but I will try, and I will keep you up with it. I want to start a mixed media canvas, so that's on the cards, and some other bits and pieces that I want to start playing with. I've been working in art journal. It's not really, it's one I made last year, which I did show you, but I've just started doing it. I belong to a Facebook group. Well, that's upside down. Oh yeah, this was hilarious. So this is the way round, and I picked a page and I had it the wrong way round. So this journal now, I'm just going to do it whatever way round I feel. It's going to be upside down. I'm going to do it that way. I'm going to do it all over. I'm not going to care, because you have to embrace these mistakes. So that was the first one I did. And I'm working with this Facebook group, and we had prompts, and the prompt was insects. So I just did that background and used a lot of stamps and stuff, some die cuts. This bloody dragonfly, this is the second time I've used it in a mixed media piece, and I hate it again, and I hated it even more in my little book, but there we go. And then the second prompt was that one, which was, oh no, I did 2 for insects, sorry, because I didn't really like that, so I did 2. So that was the one I did for that. And then last week was gone, disappeared completely. Oh, here, it'd be here. So this, no, that's that one. Oh, that's an old one. Oh, how weird. Oh, it's gone. Oh, this is ridiculous. I swear I did. Oh, here. So this one was beach. I'm not really a beach person. I'm a forest and woods person. So I just scribbled some paint down, and just put some glitter on, because I had loads of glitter that I sort of want to get rid of. And my mum was colouring this fish, and I said, oh, I'm going to have it for that page. So I'll probably add to it. It is really very basic, but I just wasn't inspired to do beach. This week we've got black and white. So I think I'm going to either stick in white paper on, because all these pages are coloured, or gesso the pages. I could gesso one side black, one side white, and then put white stuff on the black. And I have thought about jelly printing, so I've thought about if I gesso one side black, one side white, and then I can jelly print on top of it, white paint on the black and black paint on the white. That's my idea, but I'm not sure yet where I'm going with that. Anyway, I did say goodbye, and then I came back like I normally do. So anyway, love and blessings to everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.